This week.
Let's jump right into it then.
So we at Courageous this week are doing a series called At the Movies, and I am loving it.
Me too.
I think it's so good. Last week we watched The Martian. This week was Mr. Rogers, and I have actually never watched Mr. Rogers.
I watched it some as a kid, but never the movie.
Yeah, so that was the first time that I had ever seen that movie, and it was so good. And I just feel like Pastor Tyler did an awesome job pulling in forgiveness. I just feel like that's so applicable to so many of us, and it really is kind of a heavy topic, but he did such a good job of bringing that all together.
I feel like all of us have people in our lives that we need to forgive or have had to forgive, and I think it'll be an ongoing thing. I don't think it'll ever really stop. And I think it's a very powerful tool that all of us can have and use every day.
Yeah, I agree. I loved how he was, when we think about Jesus and how Jesus forgives us over and over again, all the time, forever. It's humbling to think about, that we're sinners. We will never be perfect. We will never be like Jesus, but he gives us such a good example of what it means to forgive, and to forgive wholly. And I just think that I just love that whenever I think about trying to forgive someone, I strive to be like Jesus.
It's one of the most humbling things that you can give somebody is your forgiveness.
Yeah.
And it's hard for somebody to continue to hate you or to be mean to you or horrible to you if you truly show them your forgiveness and your love.
Yeah. I love how Pastor Tyler was talking about how forgiveness hurts, or not forgiveness, anger hurts us way more than it hurts the person that we're angry at. And holding on to all that bitterness, it's just hurting us. It's not hurting them. And so, and in the movie even, they, the dad came over for dinner, and I was just thinking about how when we really sit down with people to try to get to know them or to understand them or understand where they're coming from, it really softens your heart to maybe their side of the story, or, it can help you forgive them and work through some of your anger when you really know them as a person, and it helps you be able to empathize with, what they're going through. Do you want to share a little bit about forgiveness?
So growing up, I had a situation a lot like the guy in the movie where I didn't have the best relationship with my father, and I had to choose every day to forgive him if I wanted a relationship. And I learned through that forgiving somebody truly is one of the most powerful tools you can have. It's a blessing to yourself to be able to forgive somebody as much as it's a blessing to them.
Yeah. And I also loved how in the movie, Mr. Rogers asks Lloyd to just spend a minute in silence thinking about all the people who've made a difference in his life and who've gotten him to where he was today. And, when you think about spending a minute of silence, just thinking about the person that you're angry at and working through some of that, it sounds like it's, a really hard thing to do. And Pastor Tyler kind of gave, some guidance in that 1 minute. You could be praying for them. If you can't think of anything nice, just pray for them. Because that's, what they need. And you could be praying for the Lord to soften your heart to them. So anyways, I know I will take what we learned this week, and I am definitely going to be thinking about it and, praying on it. And I hope that you all do the same. You have a great week. And if you haven't had a chance to come to Courageous and watch At the Movies, definitely come and join us. It is an awesome series. And we are just loving it.
Yep. Love you guys.